Hello, welcome back. Last time I made yet another machine that pretty much does nothing. That's okay though, it was fun to make. Reconstructed solvent, second last one of these. Though we are fortunate the treachery that took place in House Colvin was ultimately exposed, there are still some elements of the crime that have not been fully understood. Why, for example, was Varen Ravari found in an abandoned tailor's shop in the Downriver Quarters? A powerful solvent found at the scene suggests the involvement of another highly trained alchemist, perhaps a rival or co-conspirator. There is one theory, advanced by the more gossip-prone, that the young head alchemist of House Van Tassen survived the initial Colvin assault and was able to carry out some manner of reprisal from this hidden location, though that seems rather far-fetched. Does it now? Unfortunately, a satisfactory answer to this riddle may never be found. Still, in the interest of advancing the issue in my own small way, I have endeavored here to reproduce a solvent of the kind I believe the mystery alchemist may have used. So this'll be a puzzle I already did, but with space constraints? Did I make something like this? Universal solvent, yes. What did it look like? Oh, nothing like that. Okay, so this one's less universal. Alright then. Yeah, that's not at all the same thing, but it has a lot of the same elements, just in a different arrangement. Okay, this looks like a pain. Alright, so one chamber only, no conduits, limited space, big output. Like, this thing's enormous. Van Berle's wheel, I will need that. Oh boy, I gotta fit a Van Berle's wheel in here. Okay. What's the least space-wasting way to put this? Like that, maybe? Alright, so, gonna have to bond. Okay, so, one of my first questions is, where do I have to put my glyph of bonding in order to be able to actually put this whole thing together? So let's say I started with this bond. I could then do that one. Then I'd have to do this. Oh, and I have to navigate that around Van Berle's wheel, too. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do this with one glyph of bonding, I think. Because, like, with this in the mix... Okay, so probably more bonding. Really? I'm going to take up this much space with one of these? I mean, ultimately that kind of saves space. So I could do that. I could do that. I still have the option of rotating it around, but what if I didn't? I could do that. That's awkward. I could do that. That's... No, I can't. Okay, so for that last one, can't do this. Yeah, this last bond. What if you were over there? So yeah, start here. Just kind of extrude as if from the wall. Now that makes some sense. Have to do this, and I don't like that a lot, but I can put the wheel elsewhere. No, that still doesn't fit. Whoa, what? Okay, what if... What if I made, like, this mostly... the semicircle here, and then glued these two together, then bonded those to the semicircle? Now that's going to be a more sensible way to do it. This wheel's in the way. That's a plausible location. Oh boy. Wow. Alright. Also need all the manufacturing implements for everything else. Dude! I can't put this down here. I'd love to put something down there to take up less space. Maybe Okay, so what do I actually need for this puzzle? Van Berlo's wheel is necessary because... neutral salt can be turned into any of the 4 cardinal elements, because neutral salt and lead are the only reagents I have. I need one of these in here somewhere. I need this, I need this. I will need, let's see, glyph of duplication alongside the wheel. Which way around is it? I forget. I always forget. Don't know exactly where I want this yet. Actually, this is a plausible location. That might be correct. Don't know where to put this or this yet. Okay, so what else do I need? Anything? An arm, of course. And actually that might be it. Okay, so let's just start with this and see how far I can get with it. Can't reach you. What if I stick you like way over here? That seems alright. Okay, so what am I putting together first? Start with salt. Lead can maybe get away with being there. Ooh, this is just a really awkward shape in like every way, and I can't reach all the parts of this. I don't think there's a way to lay it out so that I can. So I will need a track. That's fine. There's room for one. Alright, so let's just see what I can do with this mess I've made. So I'm going to construct the wheel first. The partial wheel. Glue those two together. Well, actually, I could glue those two together first. Not going to worry about that yet, though. I want to swap these. Okay, so you're number 1 now. Let's see, the order... What do I want here? So if I'm constructing in this direction, that means I'm starting with air, okay? Why is this all the way over here instead of here? I think there is fine. No, that's going to get in the way when I want to put this into its final position, and in other places too. So that's how I'm going to bond this part to this part. There's plenty of room to bond that together, although maybe I should do that first and stash it off to the side. Let's actually do that. Okay, so we'll start with this. Can I do this? Yes, there's enough room. Great. Minus, extend, grab, right, retract, right, plus, release, left, extend, nope, no good. Try again. Okay, so grab, wait, what have I done so far? Okay, that's that grab. I can just retract, rotate, rotate, release, left, plus, extend, extend, grab, retract, retract, right. Okay. So now I'm holding that. I'll go right, right, extend, release, right, right, extend, grab, and let's see if I've done what I think I have. Well, for one thing, I turned that into air. I'm not ready for that yet, but okay, so I didn't stash that in the place I thought I stashed it. So let me just put another rotate right in there. That should be fine. Sure, okay. That's an okay stash. Probably. I have grabbed salt. Okay, good. I have salt. Oh, also, this needs to start on this. So by the time that happens, you're going to want to rotate around that way so that this turns into air. Alright, I have air. I would like my reset position to be there just so I can input a reset instead of all this, but it's here. That's where it starts. So I'm just going to have to deal with this. Okay, so you want to be fire next. So there's fire. This is going to be pretty repetitive. Then I want this thing, whatever that is. It's water. Hope I have this pattern right, because I'm inputting all of the things all at once. Next I want earth. Just do it right around the time of extending, that's fine. Okay, let's see what I've done. Got air, here come fire, or not. Why did you do that so early? Okay, so all of these are kind of off by one. Let's try that. Fire, okay. Don't be rotating so quick. You're in a hurry for no reason at all. Okay, I did do what I thought. So then, yeah, sure, just go collect some salt. You be on salt. You would currently be on this, so just go this way by one. Right? Good. Okay. Alright, so now I'm holding the salt. I'm going to turn left, left, left. Is that the right number? No, I only want 2. Okay, so release, right, right, grab, extend. Release, retract, left, grab, extend. Which should stick all of that where it needs to be. Cool, how am I going to navigate this through here? Easily. So I want to grab it by the tin. Not so easily, because that's going to bond right away as soon as I put it in there. Okay, so that makes that awkward. I'm almost there. Is there a place I can stash this? Let's see. So my plan was to grab this by the tin, get it close to yourself, rotate around, then pivot, like to rotate from holding it here. This goes this way. Problem is, by the time you're holding it here, it's already bonded. I'm looking for a place I could, like, pivot this just out of the way. If I'd, like, pivot left, then this would collide. If I do it from here, sure, nothing would overlap, but then I wouldn't be able to get it back to where it is without this colliding with the atom that's then going to be there. How else could I do this? Well, I could just kind of shove it down this way a little bit. Sure. Okay, so from here, we're gonna... It's not very efficient, but it'll do. Just push it down. Okay, so you're currently there. I would like to plus... No, I'd like to minus. Left, left, extend, grab. Retract. Okay, so you are here, your arm is there, it's holding a tin atom with a salt atom bonded to it there. I'm going to plus, left, left, pivot left, release left, extend, grab, retract, extend, reset, and maybe done? Did I picture all of that correctly? I might have. My Van Berlos wheel doesn't have a reset. That's going to be a problem even if the rest of this works. Shoot, that's not the button I wanted. Well, you know what? It's fine. Here, there's your reset. Okay. Let's do that little shuffle, though. You pivoted into yourself. Yeah, that's completely the wrong way. Okay, so where was that exactly? You're holding that. You go there. You turn left. You turn left. Okay, so what you want to do at this point is pivot right, turn left, pivot right. Then do your other stuff. And pivot right one more time. Okay, and then that should be it. Oops. Neat. Okay, found a way to make everything fit. If I had adjusted my layout of some of these elements, like this was getting in the way, this was getting in the way, I could have made... You didn't go. Why? Wait, there's two Earths here. Did you reset too quick? Whoa, hey. Yes, because there was salt sitting there. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so you just need to reset a little bit later than that, and then it should be fine. Alright, sure. Go here. It can still be Van Berloed when it's bonded. There we go. Okay. Machine works. Nothing too complicated here. Just had to fiddle around with the layout and figure out, like, the order of bonding. Because if I wanted to just build the entire chain starting here and going all the way down there, that was just going to be way too awkward. Because then I'd be rotating this entire shape all around, flipping its long bits into, like, everything in the puzzle, and that just wasn't going to work. So doing it in two halves and then gluing the two halves together made a lot more sense. I like that little flippy motion it does as it pulls this down. Flip, 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 flip. Predictions. I'm not going to be too great on any metric. Middle of the pack or worse on pretty much everything. Yeah, my cost was good. Okay, fair enough. How do you spend more on that? Because, like, there's not that much more area to use. Okay, well, I'm quite satisfied with that. That graph looks good. All right, cool. Oh, wait, maybe I'm done. Afterward, the accomplished alchemical engineer is just as effective under the limitations posed by production environments as when they are working unfettered. And indeed, without dealing with practical considerations, we would never develop ourselves to our truest potential. It is with the hope of enabling as many as possible to reach that potential that I have compiled this book. May the brilliant works of alchemists past inspire us for generations to come. Augustine Fontenelle, LDAIG. All right, cool. Well, that's the whole game as defined by what's down here. Neat. Cool stuff. I want to look at something that I haven't looked at in a long time. What did this puzzle actually do? So you got a piston arm here. The first time I saw this, there was way too much going on for me to follow it at all. Now, this looks extremely simple and straightforward. So you're just going to bond 2 fire atoms together, take that, make salt out of it, bond that together, and push it there. Yeah, okay. So everything here is way more understandable. And I could make a much more efficient, well, in some ways more efficient machine to do this. This one's not bad, really. Okay. I don't know why I had the impulse to do that then, just because I was clicking through these, I guess. All right. Yeah, so I got a specific recommendation on which one of these to do first to learn about quintessence. What was it? Will I know it when I read the name? I'm assuming I will see quintessence on the thumbnail. Well, apparently I won't. Alright, hang on. Part 1 of a 3-part series. Part 2, Part 3. Are these all separate things? Let me just learn how to navigate this journal. Volume that, Issue 1, Karis van Berlo. Important developments in seafaring, Secrets of Colvin Industry, Discovery of Quintessence. Okay, here we go. The Discovery of Quintessence. Proof of Completeness, that was the one. And that's where Sigmar's Garden 2 is introduced. Okay. So if I really wanted to play this immediately, I could skip ahead to issue 4 of this. Seems a lot more likely that I'll just start here and work my way through and get to Sigmar's Garden 2 when I get to it. So first, let's go play Sigmar's Garden 1. Because that's what I want to do right now. I went all the way back to House Soria for it. That's fine. So yeah, we can start chipping away at that next time. Oh, and there's also the idea of cycle optimizing some things. I'm a lot less certain now that I'm going to do that than I was earlier. Maybe I'll pick out a few favorites and do it, like ones that I really was way behind on cycle count just because I was cost optimizing. But I'm not ready to think about that yet. Okay, both of those are super easy to get to. Assuming you have a match that I can reach. I think the way to do that would be pair those, pair those, pair those, pair those, and then I have tin. Quicksilver is there. Okay, my next concern is you, and I would already have you if I had done that. Next concern is you! You're buried deeply. Cannot get to you from up here. So let's see, yeah, this wall prevents upper left access. This prevents lower right access. Wait. If I can't remove the silver or the gold first, how do I access you? Well, no, the silver doesn't prevent anything. If I can eat my way to it here, then I can spend this. Yeah, upper left's going to be the way to go. So to do that, I would need a mate for you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Then I would have... No, I wouldn't. So, like, everything up above would have to go. All of this. Alright, and just leave the silver on its own. That seems doable, but a little bit daunting. Silver, yeah, so once I've done that, I've solved the puzzle. Nothing else should be a concern after that. Okay, well, let me do my opening moves the way I wanted to do them. This, 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 this. Okay, so now I have tin and a Quicksilver. You are already exposed. While I have one quicksilver... Ooh, I have no mates for you. Where are all the downs? Here's one. Gonna have to spend some salt because there's not much else I can do. Okay, so is there a quicksilver in the way of this? I don't think so. Though in a manner of speaking there kind of is, because... Let's see, so this will get me access to fire, which will get me access to water, which I'm gonna have to... No. Then I can just spend that. And then have 2 down arrows to relieve the pressure here. Okay, I'm convinced. I think. See, I'm always a little iffy about using an isolated quicksilver like that. But neither of these are in the way for what I want to do. I think it's fine. You're a candidate? Do I need to do something with you? Earth looks like my primary problem. It's buried pretty deep. So I'll probably be just salting both of these. So save these salts for these. That seems fine. So the fire... hold on, but I have to salt some water too, don't I? I think so. So I guess, like, the one choice that I have here is I could use salt in the air, then have this quicksilver for you, giving me access to this fire. What's that good for, though? Well, that gets me this a little earlier, so I can start on that and have some earth. But, like, there's not much earth. I can't really liberate this. Yeah, the earth looks like the problem here. I don't know, I'm looking at this choice seems too easy, but like, what benefit do I get out of going a different route? I could just do it, and if I lose the game, start a new one, but I don't know, I wanna figure out whether that's a good idea or not. So water. That's pretty inaccessible. That's much more accessible. I would get that water very easily by doing this. Yes, I've already planned that out. There's another salt here. You know what? I'm convinced. That's enough for me. Okay, so yes, do go ahead and remove that. So now I have these. Who's a higher priority? You probably. Although this gets me salt. This gets me salt. This gets me fire. I can get rid of you now. Are you a problem? Yes, I will need a mate for you, so hold off on those. I'm thinking this pair. I can get rid of you pretty much whenever because I have plenty of those. Sure. Okay, you. Earth. Salt. That was the plan. Then you get a mate with... I'm going to want fire soon. And this perhaps also gets me to Earth. So I think this is what I probably want to do. By the way, as soon as I have Quicksilver, which is now, I can take this out. Odd number is Earth. They're buried kind of deep. Do I Quicksilver you now so I get access to this fire? Probably. What do I salt, though? Where do I find some earth? There's some way in there. I can salt the salt, but, like, that doesn't solve my problem. I think you're the one who's going to get salted, maybe, because I can gain access to all the things I need. Yeah, I think spending this Quicksilver now makes the most sense. Now I'm uncomfortable. This feels like the move I want to make. But is it really? Oof. Yeah, okay, I think I see what I want to end up doing. No, it's uncomfortable. I don't like it. This is fine. The fires won't be a problem here. I'm pretty sure. Am I sure of that? Do I need to go through this fire? No. What about for Quicksilver, though? This salt's in my way. If I use it with this, you have a mate, you can easily have a mate, you have a mate, those can go away, which gets me here. Okay, so save that for there. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Okay, so this doesn't look great, but I'm pretty sure it's okay. Because now I have no salt, but I have all the other things I need. Careful, go for this one, not that one. Okay, so I have access to that, I have access to this, and I don't have any Quicksilver yet. That's fine, I think I can get some. I think I've solved it. This looks pretty solved to me. Okay, okay, it worked. Do that, do this, do this. All right. I worried about some things. I didn't fully resolve my worries before charging forward, but I guess I gained the confidence to be able to continue, and it did work out. Wins 19. Great. I'm getting there. All right. So yeah, next time we can actually start the Journal of Alchemical Engineering. Neat stuff. Probably gonna start here-ish. Yeah, just work my way through in order. That makes sense, right? All right, cool. I'll see you then.